I'd say the shortest distance between me and ruining a piece of expensive wood is a router. So I try to plan each cut taking careful consideration of the grain and the direction of the cut, whether it's left to right, whether it's a climb cut. The other thing I want to be very mindful of is maintaining positive control of the router. You just don't want to let that thing tip. So I take it slow, I take one quadrant at a time, and hopefully at the end of the day, we don't wreck the guitar. And here I am sort of inspecting the cut. You can see I loitered a little bit too long at the lower horn there, but that's no big deal. A little sandpaper will clean that up. Okay, so we've routed the binding channel, and I did not film myself gluing the binding onto the guitar, but what I did was I used a heat gun, technically my wife's hairdryer, to sort of soften the plastic, get it into the a decent enough, rough enough shape so it would just lay in the channel without too much fuss. Used the binding glue, and which was surprisingly, the viscosity kind of caught me by surprise, and that one was cool. It works great. And did about maybe 6 or so inches at a time, glued it down and taped the hell out of it. So it's been curing for 24 hours, and what I'll do is I'll remove the tape and see where we're at from there. All right, so the tape is off, and I scraped the binding flush to the top. We haven't sanded yet, and cleaned up the sides a little bit. Got, glue pretty much everywhere, but it cleaned up fairly easily. I am very pleased with the results. I'll put some close-up pictures maybe here and there of that, but in the meantime, I'm a stickler for neck pockets, so I really like how that came out. Looks great with the neck. Sorry about the lighting. And incidentally, I've had a couple people reach out and wonder why I'm doing binding, especially considering this is a one-piece swamp ash body. I don't think I'm gonna go opaque with this guitar when I finish it, because the grain is too cool. The wood, I think it's a one-piece body, which is extremely expensive. And the binding, at first I thought I was gonna go for a wooden binding. It didn't quite work out. Maybe in the future, maybe I might have to change the shape a little bit. But for me, this was just sort of a tip of the hat to a couple of guitars that I used to love back in the day, and they just look so sharp with that piece. Well, first of all, Les Pauls have binding around them, but some of the guitars that I'm thinking of just look so sharp with the binding around it. I'm thinking of the Steinberger M series. There was a guitar I think Dave Sharp played in the Alarm that I thought was really cool when I was a kid. So because this is what I call a super duper telly, I just wanted to do something a little bit extra, and we'll see how it pans out. Thanks for watching.